There's a strange phenomenon happening right now. While you're watching this, part of your brain is secretly debating, should I keep listening or open another tab? That tiny moment of indecision? It's not random. It's your brain calculating energy versus reward and losing the battle thousands of times a day. And the terrifying part? It's silently destroying your ability to focus, to grow, and to do anything meaningful. But what if you could flip the same mechanism that makes you crave distractions and use it to crave discipline instead? That's not motivation talk. That's neuroscience. Your brain is always doing math. It's constantly asking one question: what's the best return for my energy? Hard work with uncertain results? Your brain says no thanks. Quick pleasure with zero effort? Instant yes. It's not your fault, it's survival. Our ancestors needed to conserve energy to stay alive. But today, that same ancient wiring is being hijacked. Every scroll, every click, every notification is a trap, built by scientists who know exactly how to hack your dopamine. And once your brain gets used to easy rewards, real work starts to feel like pain. Deep inside your brain, there's a small region called the nucleus accumbens. It's your motivation engine fueled by dopamine. But dopamine doesn't reward you for success. It rewards you for anticipation. Every time you scroll through your phone, your brain whispers, maybe the next video will be amazing. And so you keep going, chasing that next hit. But here's where it turns dark. When you flood your brain with too many easy dopamine spikes, it starts to defend itself. Your dopamine receptors shrink. Your satisfaction volume turns down. Suddenly, the things that once inspired you, books, workouts, deep work, feel painfully boring. You're not lazy. You're overstimulated. Your brain has built a tolerance just like any addict. And the result? Pleasure becomes easy, but happiness becomes hard. We don't call it an addiction because it doesn't look like one. There's no needle, no smoke, just endless scrolling. But dopamine addiction works the same way. Every easy hit trains your brain to expect instant rewards. And when those rewards stop, it panics. That's why you can't focus. That's why boredom feels unbearable. That's why real effort feels wrong. But the most dangerous part? You start confusing pleasure with satisfaction. Pleasure is fast, loud, and temporary. Satisfaction is slow, quiet, and lasting. And your brain has forgotten the difference. So how do you fix this? You stop trying to get more dopamine and start teaching your brain to appreciate less. It's called a dopamine detox. And no, it doesn't mean removing dopamine you can't. It means removing the artificial floods of it. Think of your brain like a dimmer switch. You've had it turned to maximum brightness for so long that normal light looks like darkness. When you detox, you slowly turn that dial back. And as your brain recalibrates, the things that once felt boring, reading, walking, creating, start to feel meaningful again. You don't become a new person. You return to baseline, to the version of yourself that didn't need constant stimulation to feel alive. But here's the catch. Your brain will fight back. The first few days will feel awful, restless, irritable. You'll crave the very things you're trying to escape. That's not failure, that's withdrawal. It's your brain screaming for stimulation. But that discomfort? That's the sound of your brain rewiring itself. It's proof that something's changing. Push through it. Because just on the other side of restlessness comes peace. And once your brain resets, a strange thing happens. Discipline starts to feel good. Start small. Identify your highest dopamine activities. Social media, junk food, gaming, endless videos. Remove them not forever, but for 7 days. Then, replace them with slow dopamine. Read instead of scroll. Walk instead of watch. Cook instead of order. Create instead of consume. At first, these things will feel dull, but as your brain heals, you'll start to crave them, the same way you used to crave your phone. This is neuroplasticity in action. You're training your brain to love effort again. There's something people never tell you. Satisfaction produces more dopamine than pleasure ever could. When you do something difficult, finish a project, complete a workout, stick to a promise, your brain rewards you with dopamine, serotonin, and endorphins. That's what people call the flow state. That's why creators, athletes, and entrepreneurs seem addicted to their craft, because their brains have reversed the wiring. They've made effort feel like pleasure. And you can too. But discipline alone won't save you. Your environment decides which side wins. If your phone is next to your bed, you'll scroll. If junk food is in the kitchen, you'll eat it. If distractions are one click away, you'll fall. Willpower is weak. Design beats discipline. Make your dopamine triggers hard to reach, and your growth triggers easy to start. Delete apps. Block websites. Keep your phone in another room when you work. Each small friction you add is a vote for the person you're becoming. But here's the secret nobody mentions. Your dopamine baseline isn't just shaped by what you do, but by who you're around. Spend time with people who chase distractions, and your brain mirrors them. Spend time with people who chase mastery, and your brain follows suit. Energy is contagious, and focus spreads faster than you think. Choose your circle wisely, because your environment isn't just your room, it's your relationships. After a proper reset, something shifts. You start noticing silence. You start enjoying work. Your attention span stretches. You feel lighter, clearer, more you. Discipline no longer feels like punishment. It feels like freedom. You're no longer a prisoner of your impulses. You're the architect of your focus. But remember, this isn't a one-time fix. The pull of easy dopamine will always be there. The difference is now, you'll see it coming. Right now, you have two options. You can scroll to the next video and let the algorithm decide who you become. Or you can stop, breathe, and take back control. Because you don't need more dopamine. You need more direction. Discipline isn't about denying yourself pleasure. It's about rediscovering satisfaction. It's about training your brain to love what actually moves your life forward. So tonight, ask yourself one question. What's the easiest source of dopamine in my life? Then remove it for 7 days. Just 7. Watch what happens. Because once you see your brain rewire itself, once you feel what real satisfaction feels like, you'll never want to go back. Your brain isn't broken. It's just waiting for you to take the controls back. And when you do, discipline won't feel like work anymore. It'll feel like home.